Marvin and Janesta Show. I'm Marvin,
And I am Janesta.
and this is a show about random thoughts on current events and what should be said. And what we have for this week is Biden and the balloons, what LeBron said about Jesus, the Super Bowl, and Valentine's Day, then and now. Now, first, Biden and the balloons. What do I mean about that? Well, the Chinese government operated high altitude balloons which were seen in North American airspace, including Alaska, Western Canada, and of course, like I said, here in the United States. It says on February the 4th, the U.S. Air Force shot down this balloon over the U.S., which was two balloons, off the coast of South Carolina. And President Biden gave the order for this. Debris from the wreckage was recovered and sent to the FBI laboratory in Virginia. Now, the thing is, Biden was criticized for waiting several days before shooting it down. And his excuse was that he wanted to wait for a safer place before shooting it down. This is my side of it. My opinion on this is, why wait?
Why wait?
You know that it's a spy balloon. What else could it be?
Exactly.
Really?
So why wait? Exactly.
Yeah, why wait? I mean, because each day you wait, that's more intel that they're garnering.
Absolutely.
So he dropped the ball on that.
He really did.
And with the Republicans coming down hard on him on that, I don't blame them on that.
Right.
Really, because as soon as you spot this balloon, you need to take it out.
Take it out, exactly.
That's like somebody coming into your backyard, literally, and playing around in it, and you're like, oh, I'll just wait for you to finish playing.
Right.
Doing whatever you're doing. And then I'll have a good heart-to-heart with you.
And the fact that it was not just over South Carolina, but it was over Canada, and then it was, another place. And especially after everything that happened with 9/11,
right?
You can't take any chances. You can't wait to see, what's going to happen. Immediately, these things need to be taken care of and act upon. But no, you were putting, Americans at risk. China's not playing.
Right.
And so we shouldn't play either.
Exactly.
So, I always say this, and one of my favorite presidents, Reagan didn't play. And so and people were fearful of Reagan. Other countries were fearful of him because they knew that he didn't. So I always knew, with him, this would have been shot down quickly. Wouldn't have been waiting 2 days and see what was going to happen or what are you looking for.
Right.
So, yeah. Act upon it.
Right. So, anyway, that's our take on that. Now, moving right along is now LeBron James. First of all, I got a lot of respect for him.
Yes.
I seen his bio, so to speak. Grew up without his father around. Had some pretty hard family situations. And basically, basketball became his family, so to speak.
Right.
Okay? And during the course of his career, 20 years and counting, is really never been any scandals with him.
Right.
Okay? Now, I applaud him on that.
Amen, yes.
Really, no scandals. And the only thing people can pick at is his decisions, so to speak, when he left the the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Cleveland fans got all bent out of shape. But that comes along with the territory. I'm talking about scandals, things like that.
Exactly.
You know.
Yes.
And he's been pretty much, on point. Until a couple of days ago. Well, it's not a scandal to some people anyway. It really, you're probably hearing this for the first time because this pretty much went under the radar. But I heard him make a statement. Now, I don't know what team he was referring to, but he said that, talking about this particular team, he said, if Jesus was their coach, they were still going to lose.
Jesus Christ could be their coach. They're going to lose. They're going to lose. Like Jesus Christ could be their coach. They're going to lose. They're going to lose.
Okay.
When it comes to Jesus, you need to watch your tongue. And I'm talking about anyone, really.
Anyone, really, exactly.
Because it makes me think about the Titanic. Right.
Yes. Yes.
The builder of the Titanic.
Right.
He made the infamous statement saying that even Jesus couldn't sink the Titanic.
Right.
And we all know what happened to the Titanic.
We all know what happened there. Yes, yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
So that's, you just don't even go there with Jesus.
I think there were a lot of people that tempt Jesus, even during when this pandemic started. And there were a lot of people, even pastors and things, that, talking about this pandemic and not, testing God in a sense, and really not taking it, for what it was. And, but then they ended up dead.
Right.
So basically, you just got to be careful how you, what you say about God and how you treat certain situations, and just be careful. Because you don't want to end up like the Titanic.
Exactly. Now, I don't know where LeBron lies on religion, because I've never really heard him speak about religion or anything like that.
No.
But like I said, up until this point, he's been pretty much scandal free.
Right.
But when you tempt God or mock God or use His name in vain, you tend to get in trouble in the biggest way. And man may not look at it that way, but we all know that believe what can happen.
What can happen, exactly.
So somebody really better need to school him on that. Really.
Yeah. There have been many. And so, but yeah, I would, I don't, I have some sense of fear of how I treat God. How I talk to Him, how I talk about Him, if it's not in the right content. So, but for me, I always try to be careful because I know who He is, and and as you stated, not to tempt Him. Because you don't want to fall in the hands of an angry God.
Right.
Right. That's how I see it. Because I looked at it when they were in the temple and they were doing the selling of the doves and the changing of the money, and how Jesus came in and He overturned the tables.
Right.
And so fell in the hands of an angry God. So we don't want to do that.
Right. Exactly.
We don't want to.
Exactly. Well, let's go on a break. We'll be right back. All right, and we're back. And before we go any further, I want to also remind you about my new book. which is available at Amazon.com, called Renew Your Mind by me, Marvin Fant. You go to Amazon.com, put in my name, Marvin Fant, hit the book section, and my books will come up. Renew Your Mind for a Better Life. Nuff said.
Nuff said?
That's right. All right, now, moving right along on that, we got the Super Bowl. First of all, who did you pick for the Super Bowl? Who did you pick to win?
No one.
No one?
No. No one.
I thought you had someone.
No.
No?
I didn't.
Okay. That's right, because no New York team was in it, right?
Right.
Okay. There you go.
There you
I
go.
like that.
Exactly.
Because it's everything New York,
It's
right?
New York, that's right.
All right. See, that's what I'm talking about. Now, for me, I picked the Chiefs to win. Don't ask me why.
No, I'm not going to ask you why.
Okay.
No.
But basically, I just wanted to see a good game. Now, at the time of this recording, the game was actually going on. So when you hear this, you'll know who won the game. But just know that if the Chiefs won, hey, you heard it from me.
I'm pretty sure other people will try to figure out why you chose the Chiefs too as well, but
Yeah, I'll probably give him some silly reason. Oh, I like the colors.
yeah.
Nah. Nah, I just like a high-powered offense. That's my reason.
Yeah.
And they're known for their scoring. But hey, the Eagles, and for all you Eagles fans, the real reason is that they're in the same division as my Giants.
Okay.
Now, I'm a Giants and Jets fan.
And I just want to say the fact that we have 2 black quarterbacks, I think that's amazing. So you really honestly can't lose. I mean, with that being said, I think that's amazing. So, woohoo.
Okay. All right, we're going to move on that. We're going to move on that.
That's all I got to say.
Okay, we got Valentine's Day coming up.
Yes.
And I said Valentine's Day then and now.
Yes.
So why am I saying then
Okay.
as opposed to now?
Mm-hmm.
It makes me think of when our sons were what?
I think
About
more
10
like
years
elementary
old.
age.
Yeah, elementary school age.
Elementary age.
Okay. There was a situation that came up, and which one was it that was it Marcus?
Was for
Whereas,
Valentine's card?
Yeah, remember there was a
I think
situation,
it was Antoine and Marcus because they were the 2 smallest, so I think they was around that same
and the teacher
age group.
wanted one of them to do a Valentine's to another boy,
Right.
and I was like, no.
No, you were totally against that.
No.
Very totally against it.
That's not how we play. No. We don't do that.
No. You were like, my boys are not giving another boy a Valentine's Day card. And so we had to go through the cards and just pick out the ones to give to the girls.
Right.
And that's all they gave to was the girls.
Exactly. Nah. And I know these days, as time has gone on, it's become more liberal, so to speak,
Right, yeah.
to doing that.
To doing that. Mm-hmm.
And I just got to say this: parents who are opposed to stuff like that, you got to speak up.
Right.
You just can't let these schools railroad you into things that are in opposition to the way to your beliefs, so to speak. Mm-hmm. You got to stand up for yourself. You got to speak for yourself and your child. because there are things like that we, we were in opposition to, that we spoke up. When they wanted to put, say, Marcus on Ritalin, was it Ritalin? They wanted to give him some sort of drug.
It's some sort of stuff like that, because they felt like he was, that he needed it. But in reality, he was just getting bored because he was such a quick learner.
Right.
And he would just finish before the rest of the class his work. And so he got bored. And so when we was like, okay, just spend your taxpayers' money and do what you need to do. So when it finally came out, they were like, okay, well, we're going to move him up to a higher grade reading level, because what was happening, he was getting bored, while the other kids were still finishing up their work. So, but we were very adamant that, or you were not going to put our child on Ritalin. And so, but, they heard our voices a lot when our kids were in school.
Exactly.
Because we always, if it was something that you were going to introduce them to, you need to talk to us about it. So,
right.
So, but today they talk, I know we're on the subject of Valentine's then and now, but they're trying to implement so many things with the children today. I'm so thankful that our kids are out of school, but we have grandkids in school. Yeah. And so they want to impose all these things against your beliefs onto your children and onto your grandchildren. But as you were stating, Minister Marvin, that we need to be up on these things, and we need to discuss them, and we need to be advocates for our children. We need to be advocates for our grandchildren and say, you know what, this is not going to happen. Let your voice be heard. Speak out. They're doing what they want to do, so don't allow them to bully you into thinking that whatever they introduce your kids to, that it's okay, because it's not okay.
Right. Exactly. And like I said, I second that. Just speak up.
Speak up.
And there are a lot of things going on with the schools today that they would definitely be seeing us a lot.
Oh yeah, they got to know us well.
Really?
Yeah.
They know us by first name.
Yes.
They probably try to stop us at the door.
Yes.
You know how they have the most wanted signs in the post office? They probably have pictures of us in school saying, no, don't let them in first, because they.
But I want to put another take on Valentine's Day as well. As being a female, I like to get spoiled. But I don't, and as you get older, you start seeing things differently. Don't let Valentine's Day be the only day that you show love to your significant other or to your family member or whomever. Let that be something, random acts of things that's done throughout the year. I'm getting to a point now my husband and I, we celebrate each other often. We just do things for each other, and it's not necessarily having to go out and just buy something, but even, being at home, having dinner done or fixing each other's plates or something, if knowing that if one is off work and the other one is going to come home, one of us is going to come home tired or whatever. But that's what we do, or we just randomly, or we have date night or whatever, but not just that one day to show love. Let that be something that's done throughout the year. So this is what we're seeing now as we're getting older, that we're not just waiting to one day out of the year to show that love and that affection to each other. So, but like I said, I like Valentine's Day. I'm not against it by no means.
Right.
But just, don't let it be just that one day where you do that.
Right. All right. Well, with that being said, I'm going to say Nuff said.
Nuff said. Exactly.
So be sure to whatever platform this is on, because we're on YouTube, Facebook, Anchor.com, all under the Fantline umbrella. So, like I said, Be sure to give us a like and be sure to share, because we believe in just coming at you with truth and godly intentions.
Yes.
And also whenever we have our Frontline Bible studies, be sure to check that out also.
And I would like to say, if you have a topic that you would love for us to speak on or talk about, hey, shoot that to us through one of those platforms. And so that way we can discuss things that you may have for us to discuss as well. So,
right.
you know.
Because we're definitely not afraid to touch on any topic at all.
Right.
Definitely. All right, enough said on that.
Okay.
Until we see you next week.
All right. God bless.
Peace.